Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to reading for the week, this is for mid-February 2024. We're going to jump right in here. You have this dolphin as your in your current general energies here. The dolphin is kind of like a card of, number one, like need to have more fun, joy, more playfulness in your life, right? But it's also a card of like needing to like understand like how powerful you are, just like what you are capable of doing, or how capable you are of, doing great things, and needing to believe that. And that's kind of like the feeling that I get here, Gemini, is that you need to believe that that you are capable of doing great things. And then I also feel like you need to like go and do these great things, right? that'll of course lead to success. So I like to see that. You do have the tower here in the area of your foundation, but which really isn't that big of a deal because the tower gets reduced down to its foundation. Not only that, you have the star coming up here, which is, kind of like a card of, that comes up after the tower, and it represents healing from the tower moment. So I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about the tower showing up in your reading here, but you start off with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of success and celebration, like celebrating some sort of win or a victory. It kind of says you've been through a difficult period of time as well. The story of the Six of Wands is that this guy has been to war, and now he's coming back and he's being celebrated for, coming back victorious. But, war is a horrible thing. He experienced a lot of, loss and a lot of, difficulty and challenges. Then you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is your crossing energy. And so the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you, but it really says to me that you are healing or going through healing or need to go through healing after, some sort of loss or some sort of difficulty or a challenge. And again, it doesn't have to be like a love loss or anything. It could just be, maybe you experienced a financial loss, or maybe you experienced, a business loss or something else. Like it could be anything, And so I feel for a lot of you that you are healing from a loss from the past, whatever type of loss it is, doesn't really matter. And, I just think this is encouraging the healing. We also go from the tower to the star in the reading. And again, the tower to the star would also be encouraging some sort of healing. In the area of your thoughts, you have the Nine of Pentacles here. Nine of Pentacles is a great card of, gratitude and luxuries. So I feel like you are being grateful for the things that you have, or you're attracting things that you're grateful for, which is great. And again, I do like that this is showing up in your thoughts, because it says your thoughts are going in the right direction, more or less. I look at the Nine of Pentacles as pre-Empress energy. And so it's like you are thinking about things that could be increasing your abundance, or you're thinking about things that will increase your abundance. I also feel that you are focusing on putting your energy into the right things. She has Three of Pentacles here and Six over here. The Three of Pentacles kind of says like that is what she's willing to invest in any situation. She's willing to give anything that she's working on, like Three Pentacles worth of time, effort, energy, money, like whatever the case may be. But she keeps enough for herself. She always keeps those Six Pentacles for herself. So I kind of feel like you're giving things the right amount of time, which is probably a good thing. This is also a card of focus and training your focus and getting something that you focus on. She has this falcon right here, and the falcon represents her focus, like I just said. And you have the star. So whenever I have readings where I have the Nine of Pentacles and the star, or like even the Ace of Swords, for example, right? To me, the readings like this really, really are talking about focus and like what you are focusing on. So I would make sure to focus on exactly what you want, right? Don't focus on things that you don't want. And again, you have this dolphin, and the dolphin really says that it's time for you to understand your power. Like it's time for you to, realize that you are very capable of accomplishing great things. You have the tower in your foundation. Again, you could have had a tower moment that you could be healing from, of course. Like I said, the tower always gets reduced down to its foundation as well. And so I, personally, I like the tower. I think we need to have the tower in our lives, because if we didn't, things would always be the same. But, the story of the tower as well is that these people have been ignoring reality. And so they're being brought back down to earth so that they can, see reality. And so I feel for a lot of you that you are kind of, coming back down to earth so you can see reality for what it is, or you're gaining a new reality or something, is like what's popping into my head here with this, tower energy. In the past here, you have the Ace of Pentacles. The past position is the energy that you are moving past. The Ace of Pentacles, this could be, again, a good thing. It could say that you have accepted an opportunity into your life. I do also feel some of you are accepting an opportunity like right now. So if you are getting an opportunity, this looks really good to me. You have the stingray, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but the stingray is about like something that is developing, like something that is forming in the 3D, if that makes sense. So I feel for some of you, this could be like an opportunity or, new business that you're working on or a project, and it's kind of like all coming together. And so it is showing up in the past, but it doesn't really matter. I think that it's something that's happening, it's kind of like in the process of happening because of this stingray energy right here. The stingray is also a card of like developing your confidence or developing opportunities to grow. And so I feel for a lot of you that you are in this growth period. The Ace of Pentacles is about planting a seed and nurturing something into existence. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of growth as well. So, we see a lot of growth showing up in this reading, or a lot of growth opportunity at the very least. In the area of your very near future, you have the Hangman. So this would be about gaining an understanding or gaining enlightenment, basically. Really, it's enlightenment, but I have the word understanding popping into my head. So his head is glowing. He hasn't been moving, the Hangman. He's sacrificed the use of his arms and his legs, and so that he can gain enlightenment. He's hanging from the tree of knowledge and wisdom. So I feel like you have gained enlightenment, or you have gained some inner answers, or you are gaining inner answers about, things that you're working on, or things that you want to create or do or be or have in your life. And now it's time to move forward. The thing is that you go from here down to the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the deck that is not making any moves. So he's standing perfectly still here, and he's not moving forwards or backwards. He has this seed, remember, growth over here and here. He has empty fields behind him, which we're going to talk about in a second, and he needs to plant seeds so that they can grow. And so sometimes I do feel that we kind of get stuck in Hangman mode. It's like analysis paralysis, or I think sometimes people set out to start something like a business or a new career, and they start learning things, and then they think they kind of get stuck in that learning mode where they're like, I need to know more before I can move forward. I feel like this reading is saying, no, you have all the power you need to get started with that dolphin spirit. So it's like time for you to get moving forward. You even have this tiger spirit as well. And the tiger is about awakening to your power, awakening to your inner capabilities and like what you are capable of doing in your life. So, it seems to me like you are kind of like waking up to your true power, to what you're truly capable of doing. And, when you think about it, tigers are very focused as well. They're also like independent hunters. They're not like lions. They hunt on their own for the most part. And so I feel for a lot of you that you kind of are in this more like independent Nine of Pentacles type of energy where you're out there and creating things or working on projects or working on yourself or whatever, but you're kind of like doing it on your own, if that makes sense. Next, you have the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, in the area of the next few months. Normally, I don't like the Knight of Pentacles because he's not moving, and he's the only knight that represents no movement. But I don't know. I feel pretty good for you. He can represent progress, and I do kind of feel like you are making progress or you are moving forward in some way. So it seems to me like you are progressing or you are moving forward in your life in some way. And, again, this could be leading to more success or, more growth coming in for you. You have the star card here, and I just noticed you have the star on the bottom of the clarifying deck as well. So the star is about, again, having that focus. It's coming up in the area of your closest relationships. So there are a couple of things here. Number one, yes, I attach the positional meanings here in a Celtic cross, but at the same time, if I get something intuitively, I say it. And again, I kind of feel like this is just talking about your focus. I don't think it's necessarily, talking about anything having to do with relationships, other than I feel that people could really be supporting you right now, or maybe you do feel more supported by the people in your life, or the people that you care about and, all that other stuff, which is great, of course. But I kind of feel it's more about you. I feel this is more saying that you are focused on a North Star, which I encourage everybody to do right now. I think the best thing we can possibly do right now is like pick one thing to accomplish over the next 20 years and accomplish it, whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be that important. As long as it's like inspiring one person, you don't even have to inspire a bunch of people. As I always say, like it could be something very small that we do, but maybe we do something to inspire our children, or maybe we do something to inspire our friends or family or whatever. Doing that, especially you as an air sign, is going to be very important. So That's what I would do here. I also feel like you could be healing from something. Even next in the area of your future feelings, you have the Four Swords. Four Swords is a card of resting, relaxing, recovering, but I kind of feel like you're feeling blessed. You know, there's a person right here. It's if it decides to focus, there's a person right here blessing another person right here, and so I feel like you are feeling blessed, or like you are feeling like you are receiving blessings. You know, blessings from the universe, blessings from people around you. You know, all that other good stuff. So that's kind of the feeling I get here. I also feel that you feel better about kind of like asking for things. I don't know why that's popping into my head, but it is. So, you know, take it how it resonates, but I like it. For your outcome, you have the High Priestess. Again, we are in a very intuitive time right now, so I would definitely be trusting your intuition. Again, if you're, you know, I think that what I'm getting here is that if you get those moments where you feel like you should do something, I would do it, because I feel like if you don't, you're going to, you know, regret it later. Like if you feel like you should, you know, take advantage of an opportunity, or, you know, talk to a person or do anything, I would do it. This is also my card of unlimited potential. She has no roof over her head, and this is like one of the true meanings of the High Priestess, is that there are no limits to what she can accomplish, and no roof up here is what that represents. It kind of says that there's nothing that didn't work at all. there's nothing that she can't accomplish unless she's trying to switch cameras. Then she won't figure it out. But you have the Black Egg here. The Black Egg has come up like crazy again in these readings that I've been doing. So this is a card of your authentic truth and revealing the truth to the world. And you know, we are in a time of truth. We've already seen a bunch of truths being revealed. We're going to see a lot more truths being revealed in the world, you know, whatever that means for you. So, you know, I would say that I think being more authentic at this time is going to be very beneficial. So, you know, it's time to like live our truth. If we're doing something that we don't want to do, we should probably, you know, make a change. With the Six of Wands and the Three of Swords, you have the Hierophant here. This could be marriage. Like some of you could be experiencing a divorce or going through a divorce. But I kind of feel like some of you need to think outside the box is really what this is saying. Sometimes I feel the Hierophant is talking about inside the box thinking when we should be thinking outside the box, or, you know, maybe we just need to come up with better ways of doing things, or look for other ways of doing things. And, you know, that's basically what I would do here with the Hierophant, is just, you know, open up to other ways of doing things. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords here. I thought I saw something else, but the King of Swords I kind of feel like is you. I actually really like the King of Swords. Well, I like the King of Swords anyway, but, you know, I really like the King of Swords in the area of the thoughts, of your thoughts. It kind of represents, you know, being focused. He's the king that has the most knowledge and wisdom. But again, at the same time, Gemini, I kind of get this feeling here of thinking that you need to learn more. But I feel like there's your next step is action, right? You know, that's even what the Tiger says, is that your next step is taking action on something. I think that there's, you know, there will always be more to learn, of course, but I think at the same time that if you don't take action, nothing is going to happen. So I would get moving here. With the Tower, you have the Eight of Wands. You know, this could be surprise communication coming in for you. I do kind of have like a story popping into my head here of, you know, receiving communication from an ex or something. And I don't know. It doesn't look bad to me, really. I don't think this is like you going back to the past. I think this is more, you know, this could be like a person asking for forgiveness or apologizing or something like that. It actually feels pretty good to me. So, you know, again, if a person is coming back from the past, maybe they're just apologizing and, you know, then you move forward or whatever. The Eight of Wands is also kind of like quick success as well. So, you know, I think you are progressing quickly here. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, of course, is a never-ending nightmare. And so I feel for a lot of you that maybe you've recently escaped a never-ending nightmare. You know, I look at the Nine of Swords as kind of like a round-around situation where it's like you have an issue, and then you know, it's like having a nightmare, waking up and being stuck in a nightmare. So, you know, I feel for a lot of you that this is an opportunity that has taken you away from something that has been keeping you stuck. The other way to look at this is that the Nine of Swords can sometimes represent being in something that is painful, but it's like not painful enough to make a change. So what do I mean by that? It's like sometimes I think we have a job that we hate, but it's like not bad enough to make us go and look for something else, although we should, right? And so, you know, I feel for some of you, you know, I think that that's what this could be saying, is that in the past you were in a situation that was like painful, but it like really wasn't painful enough for you to make a change or to want to make a change. And so I feel like you are making a change. With the Hangman, you have the Nine of Pentacles. the Nine of Pentacles card of independence, and you have the Nine of Pentacles twice. So again, I feel like you have everything you need to be very, very successful. I am getting, like, she has a snail right here by my finger, and the snail wears its home on its back. And so the snail kind of represents your environment, the things that are around you, needing to make sure that you're in a positive environment. So I do think we're in a time where protecting your environment, meaning the energy around you, would be a really good idea. Or cleaning up your environment would be a good idea as well. Like, can you literally clean your house or home? Or also, can you put yourself in an environment of success? If you're surrounding yourself with toxic things, can you surround yourself with positive things? I always tell people, like, I stopped watching bad stuff on TV and all that other stuff years ago because, I wanted to clean up my environment. I wanted to fill my head with positive things, right? So it's like, that's another way that you could work with this energy. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. I kind of feel like someone finds you attractive, Gemini. This could be a person who's moving towards you. Could be any sign. Could be a fire sign. Again, could be any sign. I'm not really picking up on like one thing or the other here. So, this could be a person who finds you attractive and they're finally making a move if you're looking for love. The Queen of Wands is also about being bold and assertive. So clearly this reading is encouraging you to like make a move, to get moving, or to make a move towards something in your life, like, a project, a business, or something like that. With the Star, you have the World card. The World is about like stepping out into the world and getting attention. You literally could be becoming a star here, Gemini. I feel that right here. So you could be getting a lot of attention here. We are in a time of attention, and of course I tell everyone we want to take advantage of positive attention, so make sure that you're being positive, make sure that you're doing positive things, taking positive actions, like all that stuff, right? But this to me looks like you standing out in a big way, and it could be because you're doing something unique. The thing about the Queen of Wands is that she has this black cat right here, and during the times of tarot, black cats were considered very unlucky. The whole point of the Queen of Wands is that she doesn't care what anyone thinks. She is going to live her life how she thinks she needs to live her life. So by doing that, you could be getting attention in the world. And like I said, I think now would be an amazing time for you to get a lot of attention, or for you to stand out in some way. With the Four of Swords, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is, some of you, this kind of gives me the vibes of you having healed from something. And it's like now you're just ready for the next chapter of your life. You're ready to go on a new adventure. And, that could be what's going on here. With the High Priestess, I can't talk today. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. It is also, didn't I say analysis paralysis earlier? I think I did, because I was talking about the Nine of Pentacles in the area of your thoughts or something, right? What didn't I say that? This is the card of analysis paralysis. So again, Gemini, I feel like there is nothing more for you to learn. Your next step is action, is really what this reading is saying. So, I think that, whatever you're thinking about, or whatever you've been dreaming of, or whatever you've been thinking about doing, it doesn't matter what it is. I would just go and do it, because, it's going to be successful. Let's see. You have this discrimination card. This is a card of being able to tell the difference of like what's right and wrong for you. And so I feel like you've learned through challenges and lessons, like most people. It's like we go through difficult lessons, with people, places, and things, everything, and then we that's how we kind of like learn what is right and wrong for us. And I feel like you are just better at telling what energies are good for you, what energies are bad for you in all areas of life. You have this Rebellion card. Everybody's been getting this. Pluto in Aquarius is rebellion. Pluto in Aquarius is revolution, right? So, in a lot of ways, I think a lot of us could be, kind of rebelling against things. But, this doesn't have to be a revolution, like, some sort of war or something like that. Although, who the hell knows? But what I would say is that we could be rebelling against our own ideas. We could be, trying to make ourselves more unique or different in some way. And all of that is like the positive form of rebellion. We're doing things by creating more positivity in the world, or listening to ourselves, which is a good idea. You have this empathy card here. I kind of feel like you could be, if you're attracting love, I feel like you could be attracting a person who has a lot of empathy for just people in general. So you could be attracting like a really good person. I kind of feel like some of you need empathy or something, like you need someone to be have empathy for you or something. I don't know. It's kind of like a weird message that I'm getting. Like this isn't a bad thing, by the way. It's like I think at different times in life we all need someone who supports us, or who helps guide us in some way, and maybe that's what you're looking for here. You have this revenge card. I would be careful of any past people who are like looking for revenge or anything like that. I would just completely avoid it, or avoid people who are like that. If you feel like a person is like that, again, I would avoid it. You have this romance card. Definitely could be love coming in for you. Again, everybody's had something weird about like people getting in between you and another person. So if you're getting into a new relationship, you might want to protect it and make sure like your ex doesn't mess it up, or whatever people are doing nowadays. So there's just like a lot of that weird energy. You have this Lost card. This card is Saturn and Pisces, and we have Saturn and Pisces right now. What I would say is that we all could be releasing one thing so we can have something better. It's like not a bad form of loss. This is like a good thing. You have the Tower to the Star, so it's like clearly something better is coming in for you. But this is a really good reading here, Gemini. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.